The positive communication is knowing how to talk correctly, knowing when to talk and when not to talk. Because sometimes, ladies, we got a sharp tongue. And we can really go there. We can really say something that will cut to the core, that will bring the man to his knees. We can. But that's not what God wants for us. He don't want that for us.
Now, and the thing is, you got to look at it. I did this video, is that so many of you women out there are so frustrated. Why are you frustrated? Because you trying to get out of him what he ain't got. He ain't got it.
That's right.
So he can't give it.
Amen.
But if he get Jesus, he got it.
He got it.
Because Jesus can break down the wall.
Yes.
So you frustrated with somebody that you trying to get, but he can't give it because he ain't got it.
Amen.
But if he got saved, and a lot of men, they say, you got it. It's nothing you can't do when you got Jesus. Now watch this here. Worst thing you do is get a man that don't talk. What that mean? That mean don't know what's going on in his head. I want to know what's going on in his head. I want to know if I need to sleep with one eye open. That if I'm going to go to heaven too soon, I need to know who you are. I don't need you to go do no school shooting and I find out later on you was crazy. Right. And that's the thing. With men, the tendency is women, when they want to talk, they talk 3 hours. And we be like that dog. Just say what you got to say. You can't. Because you need to listen. Amen. Because when she talks, she's trying to rescue you. She's trying to let you see the problems of the family. She's trying to get you to see that boy, that something going on. Because you work all the time. You ain't thinking about what's going on. She spends the majority of the emotional time with everybody. So she know them. So you won't get home and get rest and say, honey, how the day was, what's going on. As I'm talking to you.
Amen.
I say as I'm talking to you.
Amen.
Right. Now, Pastor Louise said something earlier. She had to rescue me from giving all the money away. She said that. Amen, somebody? It's just like you could have brought 5 more homes. Come on, you could have did more of that. What was that? Did she rescue you? Yeah, because the word of the Lord came to them. Listen to me right now. She came to me and said, 3 things God dealt with me about. I said, what he did? Tell me what he dealt with me about. Emotional giving. Ooh, I said, God, that right on time. Ooh. Emotional spending. Come on, so I'm talking to you. Emotional. Wait a minute now. Why did that revelation why did it hit me? It wasn't intended to hit me. When she told me, I knew. Amen, somebody? When you don't have an ego, you listen. Why? Because if you've been married 5 years, think about all of the stuff she told you that you didn't listen. Oh, come on here. Y'all know check it. Told you about your brother-in-law. Told you about the people on the job. They told you stuff. And you just sitting there, ain't nobody gonna be breaking up my friendship. You ain't never had no friendship. It just come rescue you from somebody who's using you.
Amen. Amen.
That's what I'm talking about. But we think this is the enemy because of the dysfunction. I come from the hood, but I'm not dysfunctional. I had sense enough to know this is crazy around here, but it ain't finna get in me. But I ain't finna say I lie. I did enjoy being a barefoot boy, playing football in the dirt and with the little army man in the trees, mango trees and stuff like that. I ain't gonna tell nobody I was enjoying that thing. One day I fell out the tree, I almost hit the ground, and a limb caught me. We fell out of trees. We were so hard that we broke the ground didn't break us. Y'all don't understand what that is. Say how you was raised, I can take that. That ain't nothing. Oh, I was cut deep. Don't worry, it healed back up. They didn't take you to the doctor. They heal you. Had that big long scar there. But you understand what I'm trying to say is that is something that changed my life, that made me change right there. Amen? Amen. I say, now God help me. What I need to do? Just sit down, look over the finances, and look, God, look at 30,000 went out all the way here. Did I have to get all these different? Did I have to put all these different people in apartments? They go $3,000 right there. I go $2,000 right there, first and last. Amen. And stuff like that. The thing is, no matter how much you love people, that don't mean they're gonna like you. That don't mean they're gonna stay in the church. You love all you want. People gonna be people. People in need. They selfish. I need to get help.
Amen.
But when it come down to you, it's when you everything you ain't finna get on your own. Mm-hmm. If you're a man, it's a lot invested in her to help you get to the next level. Mm-hmm. Amen, somebody? Mm-hmm. But sometimes you got to back up when you get married, because you don't want to back up. You want to keep it in that same mode. You don't want to back up and say, okay, then I'm going to have to let her come in here. She's going to tell me she's going to try and change stuff. She's supposed to, because it's no longer you, it's yours.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Now you think about all the mistakes you make, and then one thing about men, they don't want to come back and tell her, I made a mistake. They hate to do that. They keep on going on and going on. And this is when you share equality. How many of you know that the best constructive criticism in your home? It's best to hear that stuff at home than you get out here. Because you know when you don't listen to that at home, I'm liable to come here and preach something. You're going to be looking at, oh my God. You got what I'm trying to say? Because what God said, I've been dealing with you, but I'm going to put it to Al. You won't listen to her? You won't listen to him? Al's asleep and get in that dream. I need you to speak this tomorrow. Oh, I won't do that. Yeah, you got to do it. I'm trying to reach somebody. And then I come right in here and speak it, and you looking at me.
Thinking that she told him.
Yeah.
Should have called the pastor. Should have called the pastor.
Should have said something. Somebody had to say something. Somebody trying to get me. And nobody's not trying to get you. This God trying to. So what I did, I just made the correction. I just made what not. See, the whole equality was not just with her, but also Zaria and I. So that means I listen to her too. There's things she teaches me about the phone. There's things that she knows. She do have a voice. And I want to make sure that I don't dominate. Watch this. I'm going to go here with this and we're going to go ahead and finish the last part out. This is the part here. You know how you parents from that old school? It ain't nobody locking no doors. I'm coming in. This is my house. This is not yours. So you ain't gonna do this, you do that. Kids right at the beginning don't share nothing because that's how your parents did them. Mm-hmm. But that is not the word. What if God do you like that? Hey, I don't trust you. So I'm coming in and checking. Jesus ain't gonna do that. He already know what you about. He said, I still love you. I died on the cross. I love you for who you are.
Amen.
I don't see you the way you see yourself. Mm-hmm. I don't see you with the same fear you see your child with. Mm-hmm. Your child don't share in anything. But you, my child, and share everything.
Amen. Amen.
So the equality is the child, everything you are, they are. Everything you own, they own. It's supposed to be that way. Nobody don't supposed to be feeling like I'm in the house, but this ain't got nothing. You done made me so many years feel like I ain't a part of nothing. Mm-hmm. Amen? Amen? So you're going to run me out of the house. Yes, I'm talking about. I said, you're going to what now? That's the equality. That means they should feel that everything you are, they are. Mm-hmm. Everything you have, they know they have it. Amen. So there should be right, but this is what you're doing. I'm coming in here, search time now. You go in there cleaning the room, so you're just searching through everything. And the child come home and say, you've been in my room. They can't talk. Wait a minute, they're 20 years old, you're still doing it. Watch, it's 20 years. You've been in my room. They know because they done set traps for you. They know when you've been snooping. Come on, somebody. And they come to you and say, was you in my room? Yes. What you was doing? Well, this is my house. I do what I want to do. See, here you go. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. As soon as I get 18, I'm out of here. And then they gone. And then you be sitting there. What happened? Well, do the math. You ran them away. Why? Because you don't do that. Somebody said, if a child don't give you the right to search, now what you in there searching for? A child wants to know that you trust them. Y'all hear me? Amen. They need to know that you trust them. Mm-hmm. Y'all got what I'm trying? They don't need to be treated like they're a convict. Or they in prison. That okay then, there's gonna be search time, so let me read all my letters, delete all my stuff at school, You know what I mean? If I want to trust you to know, to let you see how my heart is, I can't do that. So they come back home, let me burn up the letters, burn up everything. Don't text me no more, child, because I'm home. Because that woman in my house, now she probably got my text going to her phone too. And I am 25. Is I'm talking to you? I'm bother y'all, right? But no, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to say that's wrong to do. How many of y'all know that? I say that's what now? It's wrong to do. You had your little secrets in your privacy. Come on, when they got 18, let them have theirs. Keep them in prayer. They'll wind up good. They'll go the right way. But you can't live like that. How can you don't live that way with your wife? You can't live that way with kids and nobody you don't trust. You can't do that. You gotta trust. Come on, somebody, you gotta trust. They're gonna make some decision. Listen to me. All y'all that got 18 and up, they're gonna make decisions that you ain't gonna like. What you gonna do then? You gonna still try to hold their hand? You don't want this to come. Wait a minute now. You still doing me at 15. I can go where I want to go. I'm 18. Who you talking to like that? That should have never came. Because had you treat them like that, come on, as I'm talking. Come on, I'm telling you the truth. And just show them the wisdom and pray that they get it. Because if you don't, you are in trouble. But I guarantee you one thing, they're going to live their life and you're not going to agree with everything, so get ready. Amen. We say that with Night when she go past Louise. I want to go to Night, finish school, and he go out. I want to go to Orlando. I'm going to. What? I said, let that child go. She'll be all right. He'll be all right. Is she all right? Amen. They had to go through the waters and the rivers. And the fire. Hey, but you was there carrying them.
Yeah.
Come on, you do that. And I was saying, I ain't gonna be taking care of another somebody. I be just talking stuff. I know I can let my child do that. You know, it can't happen. It's just nowhere in the world. You know, I ain't doing this no more. You be talking that, but no, your rent paid, you got food. I didn't never ask. My thing was when I would go to Atlanta to see Dr. Dollar, I would go. And I remember we went to the women's conference. I told her I'm going down here with Naya. I'll go and take her to lunch. Then I'll take her to the grocery store and get bugs and fill it up. Now you got enough because she's a cooker and she keep a deep freezer. So I did that. And then when I got ready to leave, I knew she wasn't going to take nothing. I would write a check, put on that stand, and I'll be gone. By the time they get the check, I'm in West Palm. She was saying, but you didn't have to do that. I said, girl, you need your rent paid. I know it ain't paid. How you know? Because I know how much y'all make on the job. Did I ask you where you work? I already know what you make there. I asked you what he was doing already there. I already looked at this and looked at that. So don't come telling me. Thank God that you have a father that's going to be there for you. Why? I'm there for you because I understand my covenant with God. I understand when I made mistakes and did something stupid, he constantly was there to help me through all of it. So when you do yours, I will be there. I will not turn my back on you. I will not reject you, because if I do that, then I'm not doing what God would do to me. He would never turn his back on you. Every time I make a dumb mistake, he's there to rescue you. Amen. So I'm going to be there for you. Amen. Come on, let's rest of that. We just going to do that. Yeah, that part there. Okay, wait a minute. It's right here, right?
Understanding the importance of communication. Satan does all he can to attack this important area. He knows that if he can prohibit or poison the words between us, he can ruin our relationships. This is exactly what he attempts to do. He realizes that if he can infiltrate and break our lines of communication, he can destroy our families, or at the very least, damage them. His mission is to take loving, intimate relationships and turn them into wastelands of hurt and confusion. You know, I remember some years ago, I was looking at the news, and I saw this lady. Her son apparently had gotten in some trouble, and the lady had the boy, I think he got in trouble at school, and they had suspended him. And he was a teenager, might have been like 15 years old. And the lady had the boy to write a sign.
Oh, God.
And to stand outside the road, a busy intersection. And the little boy standing there holding the sign, he crying, he just was going through. And she talking to the news people. Yeah, that told that so-and-so and so-and-so. You know, y'all, she was one of us. I told that so-and-so about his. I'm tired of going to that school every day. That's why I made him do it. It's going to straighten him out. I said to myself, that's not going to straighten him out. Do she understand that she's bringing shame to this boy? When he would never live it down. 15 years old, his mama got him out there. You got his friends looking at him. They laughing at him. You got maybe some of the girl that he could have been interested in looking at him. You know, and then now he got the neighbors next door looking at him. People that he don't even know, total strangers looking at him and pointing at him, making him feel worthless. And she's saying to herself, out of her ignorance, that this is going to help him. This is going to stop him. He's going to do better in school. No, he's not.
He's not.
He's going to get worse in school because he is now a broken person.
He'll mistreat women.
He's going to dog them out. He's going to do the same thing that his mama did to him because he thinks that it's right to do. When he have children, that same curse is going to be passed down to his children. And I was in tears. I said, if I just could just get up and go and grab her, a hold of her and let her know, honey, what you're doing is wrong. You bringing shame to this boy. You hurt him deeply. Well, maybe he will never recover from the shame and the embarrassment of that.
And then they want to know why he dogged women out. And all of the women he ever had because he was dogging.
He was dogged out.
Paying his mama back.
Yep.
Dogging women out because of what she did. No, and then she wants to say, you need to settle down and treat women right. But every time he dogged one, that's a reflection. He's dogging his mama out.
Because of what she did.
Because of what she did when he was 15. And that's bad. That's the bad thing, because if you belittle these young boys, their confidence when they do get up, they won't have them. So then you do have to, parents have to take a lot of this thing that they helped and contributed to these boys that's full of anger, full of anger. And the thing is, watch this here. Most parents think the solution to have successful kids is the discipline, the structure. I do believe in discipline, I do believe in structure, but the main thing that changed their life is love.
It's love.
As I'm talking, I said, what the main thing that changed their life is what?
It's love. It's love.
So when you get married to these people can turn your life upside down, because they're coming from families that didn't love.
Amen.
They coming from broken. That's why if you single, when you dating, you gotta ask them, where your daddy? My daddy wasn't there. You don't have no somewhat feeling about that? No, I ain't got over him. Oh, I don't like that. That's not true. That's not true. And then if he got a mama, well, my mama was this way, you know what I mean? How much do that affect you? Because I know my mama was pretty crazy. I ain't gonna lie, but guess what? I was saved. And as a little boy, God had a hold of me. So that's why I didn't come up dysfunctional in the sense of because how we was raised, letting the environment get in there. I let Jesus, because the thing is, and you listen to me, we are, and as we come to a close, and you listen to me, we gonna need God in these men. We got away with us working hard to get what we got. We got away with a lot of things. We in a country now, look at that. You never expect Washington to be like it is. You're trying to figure out what's going on. How did it happen? We're living in a time now, anything that's not built on God would not last. I promise you, you would need God. The only reason why you still got you where you are is God.
Amen to God.
I'm telling you, and you try and make it why? Because see, we get stupid sometimes. And then we try and do things and we don't have no wisdom. Let me show you, we don't take care of stuff. Most of you guys, like y'all young ones who work hard, by the time y'all get to retirement, all kind of stuff gonna be breaking down. Work hard. Now, you gotta listen to that. I think that in biblical equality, God gave the answers in the parents for the kids. And even when they get 18, you never stop being a parent. You are a lifetime guardian.
Amen.
Of those kids. And that's how it's supposed to be. When they call you, you're supposed to be able to give them wisdom. Tell them what to do and not to do. Amen. And because they listen to you, God said this here, if you obey your mom and dad, you will live a long time. He was saying your success will be good, godly parent that's going to give you good, godly information. All right? But then most people, I just want to get married. I just need me a woman. Oh, wait a minute. You don't know who you are. Let me show you something here. Let me show you how we're so disconnected to God. You know there's a conference coming in 2 months. You are able to get off, but you won't get off for that conference. You get off for everything else. Anything gonna help you. You know there's a thing that's important that's dealing with kids. You do everything not to get off for that. You hear me? But yet, you think you're gonna make it with God with no information. Come on, somebody. You know, you can see it. You can see there's something going on. I need to get that. But you don't. And then you want to know why you're the way you are. Why? Because God is not at your life. So if he wanted to come and change something, how much could he change?
That's right.
Come on, somebody.
Amen.
I grew up in a hood where I realized that a lot of kids made it out because of their sports. Their parents couldn't get them out. But those parents pushed for them to get an education because they know if they didn't get an education, they'd be lost with their families. Part of their education would at least be some skills to understand how to take care of themselves and make it. You got what I'm trying to say here? So that was basically a hard thing to do. And I see now that blacks now value more education like they never did before. When I was a kid, it was not as important as it is now. The education is very important. Being able to take care of yourself is very important. Amen. Family, listen again, the value of families is not what it used to be. Out of 16 kids, my brother, my sister, them, they go to church. We just was all spread out on churches. Is I'm talking that? I'm for real. Why? Because nobody kept us together. Come on, somebody. Because the division was in the family, we spread it out. Is I'm talking to you? Y'all look at how that is. Then it might be that sometime your husband might be going to another church and you going to another church. And kids go their own way. That's not the way family was made.